My name is Kalyan. So most of you know me, I guess. Right. So today we will be discussing the basics of essay writing. What exactly is essay writing? What is UPSC expecting from you, and how to train your mind or tune your mind to write a basic, decent essay. At the end of the day, essay is also considered as written personality test. Essay is considered as what? Written personality test. That means every student who writes an essay have a tendency to contradict himself. What is contradict himself? What you say in the beginning and what you say in the end may not be same. But essay is what? Essay is your thought process about a particular topic, and you have to cover that topic from start to end with a consistent character. Okay, if there is a deviation in your character, and in the introduction you start writing something, by the time you come to conclusion if you are writing something else, then there is a contradiction in your character. Okay, so first 10 minutes try to write down the basics of what UPSC expects from you. Right, the very first line is very important. When you write essay, this is what UPSC expects from you. Candidates may be required. Candidates may be required to write. Candidates may be required to write essays on multiple topics. Candidates may be required to write essays on multiple topics. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay to arrange their ideas in orderly fashion, comma, and to write concisely. They will be expected to keep closely to the subject of the essay, to arrange their ideas in orderly fashion, comma, and to write concisely. Full stop. And last line. Credit will be given for effective and exact expression. Credit will be given for effective and exact expression. So we'll go to the first line. Try to underline. Keep closely. The term is closely. You have to keep very closely to the topic. Next is arrange the ideas. Arrange their ideas. Underline that. Okay. See, you have to arrange what? Your ideas in a orderly fashion and concisely. Please underline concisely. What is concisely? Short. How short? 1000 to 1200 words. 1000 to 1200 words. And lastly, effective and exact. Underline effective and exact expression. What is effective and exact expression? Whatever you are saying, it should be able, the other person should be able to easily understand that. So it should be effective, it should be exact. Okay, these are exact lines that are from UPSC official notification. Okay, this is exactly from UPSC official notification. Okay, that is rule number 1. Okay, so before we delve into the class, I want you to remember what not to do. See, everything else chalta hai. These are the things you are not supposed to do in essay. The first and most important thing is diagrams, any kind of drawing or flowcharts. These should not be there in your essay, not to do. Okay, essay lo poravatna kuda you should not draw any diagram, flowchart or any kind of pictorial representation. Okay, no, only paragraphs, only paragraph, and minimum size of paragraph should be 4 to 5 lines minimum. Okay, these are not to do things, right? Next, never use bullet points. Never use bullet points. Okay, are we clear? Yes, don't do all these things. Essay should be what? Essay should be written purely in the format of paragraphs. Clear? Yes. What else you're not supposed to do? You're not supposed to use multiple colors of pens, like 3 or 4 pens. 2 is fine, blue and black. You write with blue color, you underline with black color, that much is fine. Okay, these are the basic things. Okay, so are we able to understand each other? So far whatever has happened is purely from UPSC official notification. This is a not to do things. Okay, now whatever we are going to do is learn by doing. Okay, see, this is the first essay topic that we will discuss. By the time we complete this topic, you will be able to understand what exactly is essay. So the first topic is what? Be the change you wish to see in the world. For some of you it might be a repetitive thing, but I will try to make it very interesting. Let's learn by doing. Enduku? Essay is one subject where there are no instructions. There is no one way to write an essay. You can write essay in 10,000 formats. Okay, but the thing is, you should be able to convey to the examiner whatever you are thinking. So this is a philosophical quote given by Mahatma Gandhi. This is a famous quote given by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, what does he say? Be the change who wishes to see in the world. You wish to see in the world. Who are you? You are you. Okay, you are whoever you are. Avuna kada? Now the thing is, UPSC expects you to write how many words? 1000 to 1200 words. That roughly translates into 5 or 6 sheets or 10 or 12 pages. I don't know how you classify. In my mind, sheet is front and back. Okay, side is 1 page. Okay, so 10 pages are 5 sheets. After that, second essay will start. So you will have limited space to write, 7 pages. Okay, now just for the sake of thinking, look, let's think what is there for you to expand to 1200 words. Okay, ante 10 pages rayali. You have to write 10 pages of this particular topic. What is the topic? Be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay, what do you want to see that much in the world that you want to change? That too for 10 pages. What will you think about it? This part is called as brainstorming. This part is called as brainstorming. So నేను చెప్తాను, బిఫోర్ ఐ టెల్ యూ హౌ టు థింక్. ఓకే, యూ థింక్ ఆన్ యువర్ ఓన్, దెన్ వీ విల్ కంపేర్ నోట్స్. ఓకే, ఫర్ 2 minutes think 10 points that you want to change in the world. Who wants to change? You wish to see in the world. Okay, what do you want to change so much in the world for 10 pages? Brainstorm, put everything on paper, you'll learn fantastically. See, first 15 essays will be bad. First 15 essays that you are going to write are going to be bad. Only from the 16th essay you will shine. Okay, it's not easy to bring whatever you think onto the paper. Trikarana Shuddhi. What is Trikarana Shuddhi? What you think, what you write and what I read, all should be same. Only then you will get marks. Okay, what you think is very high, what you write is low, what I understand is even bad, your scores will be good or bad? Disaster. Yes or no? Your scores will be disasters. But what you think is high, what you write is high, what I read is high, then your scores will be good. So it's not only about thinking, it's also about putting it onto the paper. It's not only about putting it on the paper. I have to understand. Sir, ఆ మాత్రం మీకు అర్థం కాదా అంటే, okay, that is a subjective argument. Yes or no? In your mind you are Einstein, okay, but I have to also feel the same, then I will give marks. Clear? Yes. Did you brainstorm anything? What is brainstorming? Brain storm lot of ideas. What do you want to change? Your name, your height, your personality, your country. What do you want to see in the world that you want to change? At least act like you are thinking, no? Okay, that is the first thing you can do for my sake. Put it on paper, right? 5 points. 5 points everyone. Whatever it is. At least తల దించి ఇట్లా ఆలోచిస్తారు కదా, రెండు చేతులు ఇట్లా పెట్టి కింద పెన్ను పెట్టండి. I will feel happy for my sake. Okay, here are some vacancies. Here are some vacancies. What do you want to change in the world? Right? Okay. See, the thing is, you can be a individual. Okay, you can be a individual. What do a individual wants to see? That is one thing. Let's say I want to see a society without casteism. Okay, so what should you do? Should you practice casteism or should you not practice casteism? I should not practice. Okay, you don't want the world to be polluted. Okay, what will you do? Stop using plastic bottles or plastic items. Okay, or you don't like people who drink alcohol. What should you do? First of all, you should be the change you wish to see. All these are individual things, whether they are global peace. For example, if you want global peace, what is the thing that you should not do? Don't put your WhatsApp statuses either in support of Palestine or Israel. Negative statements. Positive statements fine. Okay, that is also contributing to what? Global peace. Sir, you are thinking my WhatsApp status and global peace. Yes, if 1,000 people put WhatsApp status in support of one or the other group, then hate will be increasing or decreasing? It will be increasing. You don't want to see a communal society. Okay, so what should you do first? Stop being communal. Yes or no? Or develop tolerance. Okay, what else you want to see? Be the change you wish to see. Yes. Health. Politics. You don't want to see good politics, dirty politics, or what kind of politics? You don't want to see dirty politics. Then what should you not do? Sorry? As a voter. అది అటు సైడ్ నుంచి. You, who are you? You are an ordinary voter. Yes or no? What should you not do? Don't take 5,000 rupees for your vote. What do people do? They will write all these points in essay. When they came to home, you will take 5,000 rupees. Okay. Yes. What else? Corruption free world. What should you not do? You should not take or give. First of all, we are in a position to give. Exam clear aithe take. Okay, so it depends on where you stand, right? Next. Sorry? Traffic discipline. Yes, if you want to see a smooth flow of traffic, don't jump the traffic or don't break the traffic. All these are at what level? Individual level. That is, be the change you wish to see. Okay, like this you can find 6 or 7 examples quite easily. Okay, if you are not getting any ideas, sir, how should I structure the ideas? Then you can start with GS paper 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, in society, GS paper 1 you have society. Within society, what are the things you want to see? Casteism, racism, communalism, separatism, hatred, fake news, all these things. Okay, but what do? People put WhatsApp status. So first thing we should change is not forwarding WhatsApp messages. Even that is a change you wish to see in the world. Okay, ikkad varaku baane undi. But the thing is, entasepu you ante individual ena. If you write you only from individual perspective, the essay will be narrow, but essay should be broad. Okay, then you add one more layer. What is that layer? Individual tarvata then you can add community or society layer. Okay, what kind of society do you want to become? Okay, now imagine you are Telangana society. Okay, you are Telangana society. What is the thing you wish to see change in the world? Reduction of poverty. Okay, so what will you do for that? As a society, as a Telangana society, what can Telangana society do to change poverty situation? That is government's job, no? Society ikkada. See again, for example, Hyderabad is a wonderful example for harmony. Okay, Hyderabad is an example for communal harmony. Okay, we have good number of percentage of minority population and others. Okay, so are we trying to live each other peacefully in Hyderabad? See, let's not go to YouTube and Twitter. There will always be hate in YouTube and Twitter. At grassroots level, do you feel that hate or everybody is mixing with everybody? As I am Hyderabadi, right? I have roamed all over Hyderabad. I personally don't feel any issues. Okay, unless there is some manufactured hate by somebody. Okay, as a society, for example, if you think about it, okay, as a society we can discriminate or stop taking dowry or stop encouraging alcoholism. Yes or no? Or as a society we can change something about patriarchy. Mard ko dard nahi hota. Okay, society believes that men should not cry. Men are not supposed to be weak. Who says this? Society says this. Okay, if you have a mental health issue, for example depression or something, what does society label you as? Erragaddagu. Okay, the first thing is people say go to NIMS. Okay, that means people will label you have some mental disorder. Depression, negative opinions are not same as mental problems, right? Like you have to take the clinical help. There is no harm in taking clinical help. But if a society makes everything feel inferior, okay, then obviously we will have some issues with the society. Or as you were saying, poverty. Okay, aren't we as a society going for like say food donations? Yes or no? We waste lot of food in our houses, marriages and all these things. Okay, as a society, can't we pull all that food that is unused and distribute it among the homeless, destitutes? Can we do that as a society? Are we doing that as a society? Some societies are doing that, some societies are not doing that. Some societies are communally tolerant, some societies are communally intolerant. Mob lynching and all these things happens in a intolerant society. These things don't happen in a tolerant society. Okay, recently in Kerala there was a bomb blast. I hope all of you know, in Jehovah Witness church okay, convention, there was a bomb blast and few people were dead. Okay, what was the reason of the person who did this crime? Anti-national activities. Okay, so if I pursue that you people are doing anti-national activities, can I kill you? If everybody starts taking law and order in their own hands, where will the world end up? The world will end up in a very bad situation. Yes or no? So, but immediately after that, there was a huge amount of communal hatred. See, after this bomb blast, what happened is people died, he was arrested, that is fine. But that entire incident was given a lot of communal color. This community attacked that community. Okay, what does that tell about that society? That society is harboring a lot of hate for other people. These things should change or not? Yes or no? So, bottom line is, when societies change, okay, the world will be a better place. So be the change you wish to see in the world. So immediately after state, what will come? After society, it will come as nation. Again, here, example wise, I'm just giving you perspectives. Okay, here U is a nation. That nation is India. Okay, what does India wants to see to change in the world? Global? Global. India wants, see, you want to change in the world. Climate change. So India wants to see change in climate. Climate change should not increase. So what is India doing about it? International Solar Alliance. Okay. So instead of preaching Gyan, what is India doing? Be the change. India is changing itself. Hasn't India moved towards renewable energy? Aren't we investing more in renewable energy? What percentage of Indian energy overall comes from renewable? Out of 100% of electricity that comes from India, okay, what percentage of electricity comes from only renewable energy? जोर से, not correct, sir. That is why I'm asking. 35 to 40%. Guessing, art of stone throwing. Sorry? Fossil. Okay. Officially, India has crossed 40% of renewable energy few years ago. Okay, officially itself. Now it must be around 42 or 44%. And out of 100% in India, 40% of energy only comes from renewable energy. You can cross check that data in PIB website or Ministry of Power. Okay, as a beginning class, you don't need accuracy, but you need to have what? An idea. When you say something, see, be the change you wish to see in the world. Who is that change here? Who is that you? India. What does it wants to change? Climate change. What is it being? A renewable energy promoting country. Okay, how much renewable energy are we generating? 40+%. Officially, this is our claim. So India is doing this. India is also doing something called as International Solar Alliance. Okay, India says it is the voice of global south. That means every country should have a voice. So what does India wants to change? Give voice to whom? To the voiceless. So what did we do about this? Instead of preaching Gyan, in our recent G20, we have added African Union to G20. So isn't it being the change? Haven't we promoted African countries? Yes. So India wants to help poor nations. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So that is Gyan. So what do we want to change? Vaccine? Maitri. Haven't we given vaccines freely to poor countries? Aren't we being the change we wish to see in the world? Yes or no? We promote peace. We are the land of Buddha. We are land of Ashoka. So what do we do? Peace and tolerance. How are we promoting peace and tolerance? Through action. We have sent the largest troop to UN peacekeeping forces. Okay, India contributed more UN peacekeeping forces than any other country in the world. Okay, we unilaterally never attacked any other nation. All these things shows what? India not only preaches, India is being the change it wishes to see in the world. Okay, India preaches about women empowerment. Did we do anything about it? Our president is a woman coming from a marginal section of the society. Isn't it greatest tribute to democracy? We are not just democracy for namesake, we are actually a democracy. How did we do whatever we have achieved? By action. Isn't it being the change you wish to see in the world? Yes or no? India does not encourage nuclear weapons. How do you know? Sorry? No first use nuclear policy. అంటే చెప్పడమే కాదు, నాట్ ఓన్లీ సేయింగ్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. ఓకే, థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. వాట్ ఎల్స్ ఇండియా ఈస్ సేయింగ్ అండ్ డూయింగ్? హౌ ఈజ్ ఇండియా ఏ షైనింగ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫర్ చేంజ్? ప్రమోటింగ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్ African countries and other countries. Sorry? Space research. Be the change you wish to see. Sorry. See, here change means something must be there, something bad must be there, we are changing that bad, not our dreams. Interpretation should be about what? There is something. Say for example, plastic. India wants to reduce climate change. So what is India doing for climate change? Banning single use plastic. Yes. Promoting what? Carbon capturing. Net zero promise. Panchamrit principles. All these are promises that India is trying to implement. So you have to understand, be the change ante you should have a problem or you should have something, then you should change that. Yes. Okay, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one more example is, not only we are preaching, we are giving food and medicines to Afghanistan people. Okay. Em marustundi. What are we changing? See, you should not forget the formula. What is the formula? Be the change. That means something should be changed. Who should change? You should change. So you should be backing it with some action. See, in my mind, just like Barack Obama, I also wants to believe that there should not be any nuclear weapons. Will people give me Nobel Prize for that? But they have given to Barack Obama. Why? He is the president of USA. So thinking doesn't make you better. You have to do something. To promote global health, we have promoted yoga. Okay. After nation, what will be there? Humanitarian or universal. So the highest level is humanitarian level or universal level. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay. For example only, when the world is reeling through COVID pandemic, what did we do? The world has come together to create something called as Gavi, Global Anti-Vaccine Alliance. Sorry. What is Gavi? Global? For vaccine? Something. Gavi, G-A-V-A, right? So the world has come together to create a vaccine. Okay. That is called as humanitarian level or universal level, when the entire world is working for one thing. For example, Paris Agreement. Okay, Paris deal is what? Climate change. The entire world, all the countries are coming together and they are declaring something called as NDCs, that is nationally determined contributions. So like this, when everybody comes together, that is the change that humanity is showing. Example is Kyoto Protocol. What is Kyoto Protocol? Reducing greenhouse gases. Ozone hole was there. We tried to fill the ozone hole by reducing greenhouse gases. Humanity has achieved that? Yes or no? So humanity is being the change it wishes to see in the world. So like this, depending on your writing skills, you will start with individual level, society level, national level, and then humanitarian level. So this is how you approach a philosophical essay depending on the topic. Be the change you wish to see. Now, is it easy? Is it easy to be the change you wish to see in the world? Is it easy to be the change you wish to see in the world? Evolution take time. Evolution. Mindset. Changing behaviors will take time. For example, you don't like plastic. Okay, but whenever you go out, what is the first thing you depend on? Some plastic product, right? Whether it's a water bottle, carry bag, or something. Okay, so what changes? Will you actually carry a steel tiffin dabba to hotel? Will you? Why can't you? Why are you not? Okay, why are we not carrying glass bottles or multi-use plastic bottles, strong wala? Yes. Why are we not taking it? Why should we buy water bottles every time we go out? Yes or no? Whenever we go to even tea shop, from here to Kumbakonam also, we go and buy water bottles. Yes or no? Why are we so addicted to the plastic? Because nature of humans is laziness. Okay. Their strategy is marketing. Okay, 10 rupees small water bottles are available everywhere. Why should I carry it? If you order from Swiggy, food will be delivered to your home without any burden. Why should you carry the steel tiffin box? Okay, behavioral change will always take time. So being the change is not that easy. Is or no? Why? India do not like nuclear weapons. First of all, what should India not have? Nuclear weapons. Then comes no first use nuclear policy. But thanks to best friends Pakistan and China, we are forced to have nuclear weapons. Yes or no? I hope you understand. Yes, climate change is wrong. Renewable energy we are getting from 40%, etc. But what about the rest of the 60%? I am still dependent on fossil fuels. Why can't I dump fossil fuels overnight and become 100% renewable energy? We have a huge population to feed. Yes or no? We have to grow a lot. We are dependent on fossil fuels. There is no alternative to fossil fuels, at least for next 20-30 years. Yes or no? You see, every single person in this class given an opportunity will buy a electric vehicle or electric vehicle based car or bike. Okay, are they cheap? They are more costlier than fossil fuels as of today. Okay, but one day, slowly with consistent effort, electric vehicles will be cheaper than fossil fuels. That day everybody will buy electric vehicles. Till then we have to buy fossil fuels. So being the change is not easy. It doesn't happen overnight, and it will take some time. Okay, this is one more thing we have to write in the essay. I hope you understand. Just writing be the change won't enough. You have to be realistic. Why? You are not Shivaji in Shivaji movie, Rajnikant in Shivaji movie. While you are walking, buildings don't come overnight. Yes or no? Every good thing will be having a friction and opposition. Okay, whether it's your personal health, for example, be the change you wish to see in the world. You will call somebody you are very fat or something. Okay, then you have to stay very fit. For being fit, what do you have to do? You have to wake up every morning, do exercise, eat millets and all these things. Prime Minister says millet diet. Okay, fine, bond. Okay, is it easy to have millet food every day? We need spicy, masala, biryani. Yes or no? That's not easy. Okay, so that is why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says a person who is most powerful is a person who have very strong grip on his own senses. A person who wins himself is the strongest person. Know thyself. Okay, so to win something or to change something, first you have to understand yourself better. So to be the change, first you need to understand something. First of all, you should be aware that plastic is bad. Only then you will stop using plastic. If you are not even aware of climate change, if you are like Donald Trump, where is climate change? Okay, then you won't see climate change. If you are a climate change believer, you will see climate change everywhere. Few days ago there was an article in Hindu. October lowest rains in South India. From 1901, this is one of the lowest rains in entire South Indian region. Okay, why? If you believe in climate change, it's one of the reasons is climate change, El Nino and other factors. If you don't believe climate change, probably the Varuna god, the rain god is angry on you. So what will you do? You will do a homa. Okay, you have to perform a homa. See, both are not wrong. Every person can do whatever they want to do. You can do prayer for rain, you can do cloud seeding for rain, or you can just blame it on climate change. Whatever response is, it depends on you. Yes or no? So the essay is about you. Be the change you wish to see. So when you complete this essay, I should hear your voice. I should hear your unique perspective. I don't want to see dump of some others' ideas. The moment you lose that unique voice, what happens? Essay will become something else. I hope you understand. Can you write 1000 words now and be the change you wish to see in the world? Yes or no? So now again rewrite the brainstorming page. What are the points you remember, whatever I have discussed, what evaporated? In the last 5 minutes I gave you some perspectives, right? What do you remember, what evaporated? Don't turn back, don't look back. Start writing again the brainstorming from the start. Okay, be the change you wish to see. What are the various types of you? You as an individual, you as a society, you as a nation, you as a humanity. Can someone share an extra white sheet with our friend? Be the change you wish to see in the world. When you come to an essay class, bring white paper and pen. Okay. I know you will hate me or whatever. See, but the bottom line is practice చేయకపోతే essay రాయలేము. Even Anudeep Durisetti has to learn it a very hard way. He wrote one essay out of his whims and fancies. He got 90 something. Then he has to sit, do R&D. Then his scores went to 150. He writes this in his book, How to Write an Essay. So you can also buy that book. Okay. So you want to be like him, or you want to directly get 130, 140 in your first mains. Preferably you should avoid his mistakes. That is wisdom. అవునా కాదా? ఆయన చేసిన తప్పులు నేను కూడా అయితే 90 తెచ్చుకుంటా, నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ నాకు ఆల్ ఇండియా ఫస్ట్ ర్యాంక్ వస్తుంది అంటే, ఓకే, దట్స్ ఏ డిఫరెంట్ లైన్ ఆఫ్ థింకింగ్. ఐ కెనాట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. సారీ, దట్ విల్ బికమ్ సీసెట్. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay, now your struggle starts to think of examples which I haven't mentioned. See, what can you do? You can think about you, the individual, the society, the state and the international levels, and think of examples which I haven't discussed. Climate change, plastic, ivi kaakunda what else can you do? What other things you want to change, that apart from whatever we have discussed in the class? If you are struggling, think of GS paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4. Okay, in GS paper 2 we have polity. Okay, in polity, are there any examples where you wish to see the change? Is someone being the change they wish to see in the world? Any MP who is very honest? Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing called as honest MP? I am not aware. If you know, please let me know. Yes, honest and MP, do they go hand in hand? Yes, yes, very few. Critically endangered species. Okay, fine. మీరు రాయొచ్చు. దశరథ్ మాంజీ కెన్ బి యూజ్డ్ యాజ్ అన్ ఇంట్రో. విల్ కమ్ టు ఇంట్రోస్. ఓకే, దశరథ్ మాంజీ, మళ్ళీ సేమ్ రిపీట్. Gandhiji, Nelson Mandela, Dr. Ambedkar, all these are intros. I am asking you examples. Initiation of Great Green Ball in Sub-Saharan Africa by India and Japan. They himself, the Great Green Wall. Okay, that is change. Think that is for national perspective. Women's representations in defense service. Supreme Court forced somebody to do that, no? Be the change you wish to see in the world. India is not only talking about women empowerment. India is also sending women to Siachen Glacier. Open defecation, behavioral change. Be the change you wish to see. అంటే స్వచ్ఛ భారత్ రాకముందు మీరంతకు మీరే ఇంట్లో టాయిలెట్ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేసి ఉంటే that applies. Because of Swachh Bharat, if you are constructing a toilet, that doesn't come. Somebody pushed you. Be the change you wish to see in the world. You can start with UPSC preparation, no? Your own example. Be the change you wish to see. Every day I wake up thinking I will read for 10 hours. Okay? Diary lo raskunta board meeda 10 hours I will read. 0 is silent. Okay? Right? So you can start by being the change. How many of you wanted to complete Lakshmikant but you couldn't? How many of you faced that scenario? You wanted to complete but it took forever. Yes. Okay. Be the change. Smoking. No? Individuality, personality change. Be the change you wish to see. You have a lot of anger. You wanted to control that anger, for example. Yes. So you can start with simple examples, then you can slowly elevate the essay to high pitches. See, essay can never be like this, no, అంటే హై రాదు. స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి ఎండ్ వరకు నోబడి కెన్ రైట్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ ఎస్సే. ఎస్సే విల్ ఆల్వేస్ బి లైక్ ఎబ్ అండ్ ఫ్లో. It will be something in that line. And when the reader reads your essay, okay, sometimes he will get such a high, bah, em rasad, mind blowing, okay, then em rasad, okay, then both will be there. He will feel both high and low, but end of the day the reader should feel good essay. Okay, I know, I don't know how many of you have written this essay, or else it will feel very difficult for you to understand whatever I am trying to say. But did you understand be the change you wish to see in the world? Yes, sure. Okay, shall we try some other topic? What is some other topic? I hope, yes please. స్టార్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. సి ఇట్ డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ యువర్ రైటింగ్ స్కిల్ టు కన్విన్స్ మీ. నార్మల్గా ఏమవుతుంది అంటే వెన్ యూ స్టార్ట్ స్లోలీ, అంటే సంథింగ్ దట్ ఐ కెన్ కనెక్ట్ విత్ వెరీ ఎవ్రీడే థింగ్స్, దెన్ స్లోలీ ఇఫ్ యూ ఇంక్రీస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఫెంటాస్టిక్. ఎలివేషన్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, దెర్ ఈస్ నో వన్ రూల్, ఇలానే రాయాలని లేదు. అటు నుంచి ఇటు రావచ్చు, సొసైటీ టు ఇండివిజువల్ వెళ్ళొచ్చు, నేషన్, దెన్ హ్యుమానిటేరియన్, యూ కెన్ రైట్ ఎనీవేర్. ఓకే, బట్ ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ ద essay will be nice if you start at individual level. See, at the end of the day, who is reading your essay? Not artificial intelligence. A human being is reading the essay. So I should connect with everyday things. I should connect with everyday things. I don't want to go into technicality. దాన్ని ఏమంటారు అంటే accommodation అంటారు. Accommodation is what? I already know something. You are reinforcing that idea. I will connect with it very nicely. Who is the most stylish superstar in South India? Allu Arjun. If I say you are expecting Rajinikanth, okay, there is a difference between your thought process and my thought process. But if I start with Rajinikanth, we will be on same page. Vidu manode. Okay, then you will start believing me. So first give the examiner something that he can connect with, everyday experience. Then you take it to next level. But if I suddenly say Allu Arjun, Ramesh Babu, all these are stylish stars, ante Rajinikanth emaipovali. And in my mind I am prefixed that Rajinikanth is the first superstar of South India, then comes anybody else. So when I read your essay, I start to expect something which I connect with. Starting India no first use nuclear policy ante bhaiya koncham technical అయిపోయి. You get my drift, right? Okay, so take next topic. Same story, different version. Life is a నా కొత్త టాపిక్లు కాదు, యూపీఎస్సీ టాపిక్లే, సో డోంట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ న్యూ టాపిక్స్. ఓకే, లైఫ్ ఈజ్ ఏ లాంగ్ జర్నీ. లైఫ్ ఈజ్ ఏ లాంగ్ జర్నీ బిట్వీన్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ అండ్ బీయింగ్ హ్యూమేన్. హ్యూమన్ కాదు, బీయింగ్ హ్యూమేన్, HUMANE. లైఫ్ ఈజ్ అ లాంగ్ జర్నీ బిట్వీన్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ అండ్ బీయింగ్ హ్యూమేన్. ఓకే, వెరీ ఈజీ టాపిక్, నో? యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ హౌ మెనీ వర్డ్స్? 1000 to 1200 words. So what is the first thing that you will do? Understand the topic. What is the interpretation of the topic? Life is a journey, not short journey. Life is a long journey. Why is it long? We will discuss. From what to what? From human being to being humane. Okay, so first of all we have to understand life. All of you know what is life. It's a long journey. Why is it long journey? Because of age. 100 years you will live, no? Okay, life is a long journey. From what? Human being to being humane. What is the difference? Telugulo cheppandi. మనిషికి మానవత్వానికి చాలా దూరం ఉంది. ఓకే, పుట్టంగానే అందరూ మనుషుల? ఈజ్ ఎవ్రీబడి హూ ఇస్ బోర్న్ ఈజ్ ఏ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్? ఆర్ వి హ్యూమన్ ఫ్రమ్ బర్త్? ఆరెంట్ వి? పిల్లలే దేవుళ్ళు? సార్ నో, పిల్లలే దేవుళ్ళు కదా. దెన్ యు ఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ హ్యూమన్. Then end of the story. Then the essay is wrong. Sir, hence proved it's not a long journey, it's a short journey. From being born to being a kid, I am a human. So hence proved. No, there is nothing to discuss. Adena nijam. So what are the traits of human being? What are the traits of being human? That is what you have to first brainstorm. What makes you human being? Having a life, physical features, human body, eyes, ears, these are all what makes a human being. Okay, then my question is, does this apply to dogs? Can we bring in animals into this essay? No, essay is about what? Human beings. Then why will we bring animals and trees? They are also living things. All living things are human beings. Oh, okay. Say I'm very bad at maths and science, so you can bring in that dimension. Okay, so now think of some characteristics of human being and being human. How many of you are human beings? All of you. Don't raise hands. Right? Right? What is being human? How many of you are human? మీలో మానవత్వం ఉంది? ఉందా? లేదు. హానెస్టీ ఈజ్ బెస్ట్ పాలసీ. ఉన్న వాళ్ళ చేతులు ఎత్తండి. మిగతా వాళ్ళకి లేదా? సిచ్యుయేషన్ డిపెండ్సా? ఓయమ్మా. రైట్. సో థింక్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. వాట్ ఆర్ ద ట్రేట్స్ దట్ మేక్స్ యూ హ్యూమన్? హౌ వీ ఇంటరాక్ట్ విత్ ద సొసైటీ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నేను ఇప్పుడు వెళ్ళాను, ఒక టీ షాప్లో టీ తాగాను, 10 రూపాయలు ఇచ్చి వచ్చేసాను. No, we'll come. So my question is, I went to a tea shop, I had a tea, I gave the 10 rupees to the tea shop owner, I came back. Okay, is it human being or being human? Why? నేనేం తప్పు చేశా? నేను ఫుల్ ఆఫ్ మానవత్వం. ఐఎమ్ హ్యూమన్. నో, it depends on the situation. That is the bottom line. I am being served అనుకుంటే you make a better human being. మనం 10 రూపాయలు ఇచ్చి వాడిని దానం చేయడం లేదు, వాడి కష్టం మనకు చేశాడు కాబట్టి మనం సర్వీస్ తీసుకున్నామని ఆనందపడ్డాం అనుకోండి. దట్ విల్ మేక్ యూ ఏ బెటర్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్. I hope you understand the difference. I don't know how many of you understood, but the thing is, what makes you human? First, compassion, empathy, sympathy, care for others, okay, concern for others. After that, ethics, ivanni part of value systems, right? Okay, what other things? మెయిన్లీ ఎన్లైటన్మెంట్. పెద్ద మాటలు వద్దు, పిల్లలు భయపడతారు. ఓకే, రైట్, చిన్నవేమన్నా చెప్పండి. ఎస్, సారీ. బీయింగ్ గ్రేట్ఫుల్, హ్యావింగ్ గ్రాటిట్యూడ్. ఓకే, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ మేక్ యూ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఎల్స్? బీయింగ్ హానెస్ట్ మేక్స్ యూ హ్యూమన్. అవునా? ఎట్లా? ఏమన్నా అవును అదొకటి అలవాటు అయిపోయింది. అరే ఆలోచించి చెప్పండి. That is compassion. See, circle of life, we will come. See, all I have to do is use the word Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Anybody who practices Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is human, or else you are a human being. ఇప్పుడు ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడొస్తుంది? వెరీ ఈజీ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఏ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్ అండ్ హ్యూమన్. బట్ ఇన్ రైటింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఏ సిమిలర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఒకే సిచ్యుయేషన్ని తీసుకొని, సేమ్ సిచ్యుయేషన్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు షో ఇఫ్ యూ బిహేవ్ లైక్ దిస్ యు ఆర్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్, ఇఫ్ యూ బిహేవ్ లైక్ దట్ యు ఆర్ ఏ human being. Okay, that is the challenge. Now take one situation where you can show compassion but you haven't showed compassion from your own life. Practical example. You went through a situation, as he was mentioning, you went through a situation. In that situation you did not show any empathy, sympathy, compassion or any values that makes you humane, so you remained human being. What is that situation from your own life? Whenever accidents happen, there is an effect called as bystander effect. What is that effect? Bystander effect. Vadevudo guddadu, this person has fallen down, everybody will be like emaindi. Okay, so because so many people are there, somebody will help. That assumption makes you what? Human being. But irrespective of what others will do, if you rush to help him, that is what makes you human being. Okay, a beggar, a poor woman came to you. Okay, she is asking you for money. Okay, you wanted to donate money. Okay, but you don't have a single rupee thanks to UPI. Okay, right? So what does that make you? Human being or humane? Why? You wanted to give kada. You would have given if you had the money. Huh? He is thankful to UPI. No, thankful. See, my intention was thankful to UPI అంటే UPI వల్ల నా దగ్గర డబ్బులు లేవు అని. Okay. Human being or humane? You can buy food. I'm in bike. Okay, at the traffic signal she came. You will ask the eat the food. See, adi clear cut situation, white situation. In that situation you are being humane, no discussion about it. My question is, does your intentions count to make you humane? Does your intentions make you humane? మీరు ఫిలాసఫికల్ ఎస్ఎల్ రాయాలంటే కొంచెమన్నా ఫిలాసఫీ అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇంటెన్షన్? మనసులో మాట. By thoughts, humane. By in action, it's human being. Okay, more complications. Think about it. What is the situation here? Sare, you gave money to a beggar. Okay, తీసుకోపో, ముష్టి పడేసా. Okay, you helped her, but your intention is very rude. I have money, I am throwing money. Okay, what does that make you? By action humane, by thought human being. అంతే కదా మీరు చెప్పిన దానికి, రైట్? సో no, you helped her. See, what is the problem there? A beggar came, you gave money, that is a very good action. So you are a human being or humane being? Depends on the thought process, the intention. This is where again Gandhiji's Trikarna Suddhi comes into the picture, right? What is Trikarna Suddhi? Not Gandhiji's, our culture. Manasa vacha karmana. Okay, not something you hear in songs. Okay, it is a practice. What is that? Manasa vacha karmana. That means thought, action and words, everything should match. Only then you become a humane being. Thank you. Yes, right? So manasa vacha karmana, thoughts, words and actions all should be in line, then only it makes you a human being. Okay, just because you are appearing like you are giving food to a old woman, taking a selfie for Instagram, doesn't make you a good human being. Okay, your intentions also matter. Enduku chittashuddu leni shiva puja cheyalara. That means without good intentions you can never become a good human being. Examples is our marriages. Whenever we go to marriages of our relatives, what do? Arey babai, mama, you hug everybody, you act everything fantastically well. After that in WhatsApp groups you will start, oh, he didn't say hi to me. Okay, and all these things. Then it doesn't make you a good human being. Okay, now my question is, in a world of so many people, around 8 billion population, okay, why can't we be humane? Why are we choosing to be human beings? Why majority of us are human beings rather than humane beings? Okay, why? For example, if you look at the world, there is poverty, yes, there is disease, there is loneliness, yes or no, there are mental health issues, everybody have problem with everybody else. Okay, at least see, every single person in this room is part of one or the other gossip, where sometimes you are the hero, sometimes you are the villain. Okay, either you are being gossiped about or somebody is gossiping about you. Okay, you are creating a problem or somebody is creating problem to you. Okay, nobody likes anybody, but the world is coexisting. Israel, Palestine, Syria, Russia, Ukraine, everybody have issues. We all know the problem is peace. Okay, we all know poverty is there. We also know that India is one of the richest countries. We have billionaires. Okay, we have a lot of money, but still poverty exists. Okay, are you doing everything that you can do to become a good human being, or are we doing 50-50? As he was saying, depends on situations. Are we choosing in being human? Why can't we be human all the times? Is being human all the times a wrong thing? Is being kind always a wrong thing? Yes, sir. Think about it. I hope you understand. Yes, so then what is the problem? Where lies the problem? That we are reduced to being humans rather than human beings. Okay, so the first thing is you have to write in the essay, how will we become human beings to human beings. Example is compassion, empathy, sympathy, helping others, vasudhaiva kutumbakam, routine drama. Next drama is, why are we not being humane? What are the hurdles for you to be humane? For example, your roommate came, asked, sir, bhaiya 1000 rupees. Okay, tomorrow I will pay. Okay, out of your goodness you gave 1000 rupees. That tomorrow never came. Okay, some third roommate came and asked you 1000 rupees. Will you give 1000 rupees? Why? Experience. Okay, why won't you give 1000 rupees again? Somebody broke your trust. That means somebody, by not being humane, had made you into a human being. So that means there are external factors, there are internal factors. That is a summary. Okay, there are external factors which makes you human being, there are internal factors which make you human being. Okay, you choose not to be compassionate. Are all beggars are mafia. This is a statement you have heard. All beggars are mafia, they are richer than you, they have crores. Okay, then why should I donate to a beggar who is richer than me? Right? So everything is about perspective. Yes or no? For example, if you go to Israel right now and say Palestinians are also human beings, no. Okay, if you go to Gaza Strip and say Israelis are also human beings, no. That means when hate has already occupied your mind, you don't even think about the other group as humane. Yes or no? You choose to lose all your humanity. Yes or no? During COVID times, when beds were not available, okay, people literally slept on floors in hospitals. Okay, wasn't there humanity? We wanted to give beds, but there are no beds. That means sometimes external situations force you to be human being rather than humane. Right? In floods, okay, when you yourself don't have food to survive, okay, how can you help others? I hope you understand. See, this is diversity of thought. Ante you should not say yes, you can always be human, you can always be human. Both are not possible. But maximum times, whenever you get an opportunity, you should try to become humane. But are you doing that? First example is, in your mind you have a stereotype towards a community. All that people are like this, all that religion is like this, okay, all that state is like this. Biharis are villains in our Telugu movies. Yes or no? Whenever you need gundas, where will gundas come from? Bihar. Okay, you already had a mind. So now you saw a Bihari in real life. What will you assume? I'm just asking you, right? So there is a very good chance that you have stereotypes, prejudices blocking your view of being a human being. I hope you understand. So, and you should understand why you are not being humane. ఓకే, నేను చెప్పినప్పుడు చాలా బాగుంటుంది ఇది, మీరు కూర్చొని ఎస్సే రాసినప్పుడు సినిమా కనిపిస్తుంది, ట్రస్ట్ మీ. ఓకే, చెప్పినప్పుడు అంతా స్మూత్గా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, అరే ఏం ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ వచ్చినాయని. వెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ ద క్లాస్ సిట్ అండ్ రైట్ ద సేమ్ ఎస్సే, యూ విల్ అండర్స్టాండ్ వై ఎస్సే ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద డిఫికల్ట్ సబ్జెక్ట్. బట్ ఐ హోప్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ పర్స్పెక్టివ్స్, రైట్? అంటే డోంట్ లుక్ అట్ ద టాపిక్ ఓన్లీ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్. దేర్ ఆర్ నో హీరోస్, దేర్ ఆర్ నో villains in the essay topic. Being human is also a very important prerequisite. Only then you can become humane being. Okay, but it's not even possible for even parents to be humane all the time. Yes or no? But they choose to be. అవునా కదా? బీయింగ్ ఏ పేరెంట్ ఈజ్ ఎ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ థింగ్. మనం చేసే పనికిమాలిన పనులన్నీ తట్టుకొని స్టిల్ దే లవ్ అండ్ కేర్ అస్. అందరికీ కాదు, కొంతమందికి. ఓకే, రైట్? బట్ స్టిల్ దే లవ్ అండ్ కేర్ అస్. దట్ ఈస్ ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ థింగ్. ఎస్, see, that is where the beauty of Indian Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam comes into the picture. An unknown stranger, for example, recently a cancer specialist in Assam won Raman Magsaysay Award. Oncologist, what is his name? Ravi Kannan something, right? So he is a cancer specialist. From Madras, from Chennai, he went all the way to Assam. He stayed there, he shifted his family, he started taking care of the cancer patients there, and he helped thousands of lives to get better. Okay, that is a perfect example for a humane being. Yes or no? Why should somebody give up a very lucrative career in Hyderabad or Madras? Why go to Assam all the way? Mother Teresa, there are so many people who are nameless. For example, during COVID time in Hyderabad itself, there was something called as rice ATM. Okay, a engineering graduate, I think, he started something called as rice ATM. You can give rice, donate to him, he will give rice to the poor people. All of our humanity came in the form of giving food to the migrants who are walking. Yes, whenever floods or natural disaster happens, we also show our humanity. We come together, pool money and help each other out. Yes or no? Yes, see, world is a very bad place, but still there is humanity. There is no doubt about it. If the world is still surviving, it is only because of the small humane actions we see here and there. Okay, if you see YouTube regularly or shorts, sometimes in canals, in wells, the animals will be falling. Okay, still we go there and take and care for the animal. All these things are what? Humaneness. We also try to protect the forests. Yes or no? We are extending our humanity to them, right? I hope you understand. See, recently Infosys founder made a statement that you people have to work for 70 hours so that India will become a better nation. Okay, there is a huge amount of articles that came as a response to that statement. Why were people so shattered about it? Human beings are reduced to machines. Yes or no? You are considered as a labor. You have to work for 14 hours a day, 13 hours a day. When you work for 13 hours a day, sleep for 7 hours, 20 hours gone. Okay, what is the remaining time? CSAT question. Okay, right? So the remaining hours you are either spending with your family or not spending at all. Yes. Clear? Yes. When somebody comes to you with some mental health issue, depression, there is no such thing as depression, mental health issue, everything will be fine, let's go to a movie. You are not a therapist, right? Okay, unwittingly also sometimes we choose not to be humane. Okay, you have to bring all this diversity. Okay, anta baane undi kada. Now think of an intro. Think of a intro for this particular topic. Intro can be so many different types. One of the first types is story, which we told hundreds of times. We are good storytellers. Human beings are good storytellers. So what is the story you want to tell? Life is a long journey between human being and being humane. One day you choose to be very compassionate. For next 1 year you are not. Yes or no? Being good person is not easy in the world. Yes or no? Being honest is not easy in the world. If you look at entire Indian mythology history, okay, there are only two people who come very closer to telling truth all the time. One is innocent Harishchandra, the other one is Dharmaraja. After that everybody is like us only. No? Can you tell truth all the time? That is where the phrase come from. Are you such a Harishchandra? Okay, పొరపాటున ఒక నిజం చెప్పాడు రా. Yes or no? See, that is where as a society we have reached. Okay, our humanity have changed over a time. Okay, then we have something called as apathy. What is apathy? What is APATHY? Apathy. Something like telepathy. Huh? No. What is apathy? Not feeling anything. Not feeling any emotion whatsoever is apathy. When we open newspapers, a kid have fallen down in a bore well. Oh, okay. Next, okay, a elephant died in front of a train. Okay, train has killed an entire elephant group. Okay, fine. Okay, Israel, Palestine, 4,000 people were killed in a bomb blast. Fine. Okay, what are you feeling? Where is my prelims question? Okay, where is the next mains article? Your mind is occupied with marks. Okay, as a human being, did you feel bad for that kid? Okay, fine. Somebody will rescue, or else they will make a movie, right? Next, animals died. Okay, fine. A cheetah was shot dead. Okay, fine. Okay, Afghanistan women are not allowed to go to school. So what? Okay, right? So there is no response, right? There is no response. Why? We have reached a stage where we reach numbness. What is that numbness? You don't feel bad for anything. You don't feel happy also. Okay, India landed on the moon. Okay, fine. That also is same response. This also is same response. That stage is called as apathy state. Okay, are we in apathy state as a society? More or less? Yes. Okay, that is why once in a unfortunately blue moon event like Priyanka Reddy case or Nirbhaya case shakes the morality of entire nation. After that again everybody goes back to the slumber. I hope you understand. Only when something brutal, like unbelievably brutal happens, people will be afraid. Okay, for example, that Manipur issue where women were paraded. Okay, the entire country was up in arms, or else people were happy. We were worried about who will win the World Cup. Okay, that is not a wrong thing. You should be happy as an Indian that India wants to win the World Cup. Fine, but you should also be what? Humane being. That is why it is such a long journey. It takes huge amount of time for the society to become good, better, and improve its status. So it's not easy. So how can you make this happen? How can you promote humaneness? Can I promote humaneness in you? Can I? How? By inspiring you to be human, by closing the class early. No. Right? How can I educate you to become a better human being? National Education Policy 2020. By inculcating value based education, by asking you to read Panchatantra stories. Yes or no? As a kid, if you have read Panchatantra stories, probably you will have strong morals. Mokkai vonganide మానే వంగున 20 ఏళ్ళు వచ్చిన తర్వాత వంగదు, రైట్? సో ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్, ఐ మీన్ బై ద ఏజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్ 20 and if you read Panchatantra stories, I don't think you will have developed the strong morals. But as a kid, if you grow up listening to all the Panchatantra stories, morals, values, heroes of India who sacrificed their life for India, etc., you'll have a very strong sense of commitment towards the country or other things. But you don't know your heroes. Who are our heroes? Allu Arjun, ade baadha. Right? Okay, who are our heroes? Bhagat Singh. Who said Bhagat Singh? Okay. Sorry? Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Really? Good. Indian Army. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Who are your heroes? Who are your inspiration to become a better human being? Better human being. Huh? Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. Mother Teresa. Okay. Article 19(1) freedom of speech and expression. Okay. I may not like what you say, but I will defend your right to say whatever you want to. Yes. Okay. Yes. Who else? Who are your heroes? Parents are your heroes. Okay, good. RGV. Yes. See, again, everybody is entitled to have their own opinion. Ram Gopal Verma is hero to some, right? A director to some other people. So you can have your own heroes, but does that make you a better human being? Yes or no is your choice. The thing is, when he goes to mains one day and when he writes RGV, if he gets 150, okay, I will be surprised. Okay, if somebody writes Abdul Kalam and he gets 150, I won't be surprised. Why? It's very hard to justify why RGV is a humanitarian. It's not that he's wrong. The problem is with what? Justification. Okay, if I say Dr. Abdul Kalam, there is no debate and discussion about it. Why? He is a great leader. After retirement also he promoted lot of things. What did RGV do? Take a single movie and directed it in 10 different languages 10 different times. Okay, so that doesn't make him a humanitarian. That is my opinion. Right? So the problem here is not about RGV, Abdul Kalam or Mother Teresa. When you write an example, when are you writing that example? After a lot of struggle, you cleared prelims finally. Then you are going to the essay hall. There do you want to take that adventure? Do you want to place your bet on RGV or Abdul Kalam? అదే మీరు మెయిన్ సార్కి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత చెప్పండి అన్నమాట. ఓకే, ఐ హోప్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. క్లియర్? ఎస్, all of us are clear, right? Now intros. What are stories? స్కూల్లో చెప్పినవే ఇంట్లో చెప్పినవే కదా, స్టోరీస్ కొత్తగా చెప్పేది ఏం లేదు. ద స్టోరీస్ మీన్స్ వాట్? యూ హ్యావ్ టు కన్విన్స్ ద ఎగ్జామినర్. వెన్ హీ ఈస్ రీడింగ్ సో మెనీ టాపిక్స్, హీ ఈస్ బోర్డ్. సడన్లీ హీ షుడ్ లుక్ అట్ యువర్ కాపీ అండ్ హీ షుడ్ ఫీల్, అరే దిస్ ఈస్ అ వండర్ఫుల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఆఫ్ బీయింగ్ హ్యూమన్ టు హ్యూమన్. Okay, think of such example. Anybody showing an outstanding humanity? Ashoka. Okay, Yuddha Ghosha to Dharma Ghosha, right? So before Kalinga war, Ashoka was a human being. That means he was bloodlusty. He wanted more and more power. After seeing the Kalinga war, he became a humane being. He promoted peace. This is one intro. Next, Sonu Sood was probably a human being, an actor for us before COVID pandemic, but we have started seeing him as a humane being in COVID times. Okay, that is our perspective of Sonu Sood. Then Kailash Satyarthi is a wonderful example for being humane. See, he was beaten, abused and even arrested to help the bonded child labor. Okay, but he never gave up his dream because he was doing the right thing. Because he was doing the right thing, it is a wonderful example of being humane. Ante darlo kashtalu ochina, even in your journey if you find lot of problems, still if you choose to do the good things, that is considered as being humane. Nargis Mohammad in Iran, the Nobel Prize winner, is an example for being humane. And innocent Palestinians. The Hamas group head, he is now against the terror act. Okay, he is standing against his own people when they have done the wrong thing. Okay, Malala, right? Irom Sharmila. Sibi Chakravarti example you can write. But how many of you know Sibi Chakravarti? The old Indian traditional story. Sibi, Bali Chakravarti. Bali different. Okay. Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya. How will you link it? Humane. Okay. Hmm. Preached equality, promoted universal brotherhood, all these things makes him humane. Yes. Then any modern day examples which you see in newspapers? అప్పట్లో మానవత్వం ఉండేది ఒప్పేసుకున్నాం, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి. రతన్ టాటా. Any modern day examples, preferably examples from 2022 2023, where somebody have displayed extreme humanity? Train accident in Odisha, people rushed to the blood donation camps to donate blood, save the victims, do voluntary work. Yes, fantastic. 2018 Kerala movie, Kerala floods. 22లో మానవత్వం లేదా? 22-23లో I'm giving you timeline of 2 years, 600 days. Which one? Okay, Anand Mahendra. Okay, fine. Donations. See, philanthropists, Ratan Tata, Ambani, Sachin Tendulkar, all these people with good deep pockets are giving donations. Philanthropical work is being humane, but something which will connect with the readers, something for intro. Earthquake in Turkey. Okay. Disasters, right? Just like Kerala flood, whenever disasters happen. Okay, nice. Sorry? Shivanadar, same story, no? Censor board banning a movie or not giving permission to a movie directed by a certain director recently. That is also humane. So it is protecting the society. Yes. Serious examples. Now there is one more type of intro apart from story, that is called as contrast, compare. That is A and B. In a particular situation, two brothers have behaved differently. A chose to help that person, B did not help. Both are from the same mother, same family, same upbringing, everything same, but A has helped someone, B didn't help. Same situation, both the brothers were walking, they saw some old woman, A decided to help her, B did not feel anything. Then who is human? Who is humane? A is human, A is humane, B is not being humane. Okay, this is contrasting examples. Then there is one more thing that is called as code based starting. So already they have given a code. Why do you start with one more quote is a different thought process. Next, anecdotes. What are anecdotes? Anecdotes are stories which may or may not have happened. Preferably they have happened. For example, one day Dr. Abdul Kalam was working, his junior was so busy, so Dr. Abdul Kalam went to his family, took the kid to a carnival, came back. That is a wonderful display of leadership. Or when Homi Baba was asked why ISRO is not doing so well, he took all the blame on himself, he did not blame his team. All these are greatnesses of leaders. So like this, some anecdotes should be there. Anecdotes should promote what? Humaneness. Okay. Or some doctor in USA gave his bone marrow to some stranger. Yes or no? Or some stranger donated kidney to save some other stranger. That is altruism. And why will you donate kidney to some unknown person? Isn't it a great display of humanity, humaneness? Yes. These are called as anecdotes. And some story, something somewhere it has happened. What other types of intros are there? Contrasting we have done. Stories, anecdotes. Sorry? Dialogue between two people. Ramu and Somu are talking to each other. Ramu, why is humanity dying? Somu will say something. So only for the first page you can write it in a dialogue format. Ramu, 2 columns. Ramu will say something, Somu will reply. Again Ramu will say, Somu will reply something. So this can be a dialogic format. So dialogue format is one more type of intro. Yes. Then case study. See, case study is converted again more or less into a story, right? Intro lo it becomes very difficult, right? Again you have to convert it like a story. Okay. Then you can ask questions. What is humanity? Why is humanity dying? You can directly start with some questions, then you can go on to proceed to answer that what is humanity. Okay, this is one more type of intro. Okay, see, the most popular format of intro is stories, because stories are the most interesting thing that will attract your attention. Or else recent trend is poems. Poems are couplets. Okay, what are poems? You can create something of your own. If you are a good creative writer, what can you create? You can create something like, when the young are dying, when the old are relaxing, okay, why is the world not responding? Something like rhyming something. So you can write something and say that is a intro. Okay, that is also very creative. Why? You are questioning the morals of the society. You are questioning the slumber of the society. Why we are not responding? Why are we not being humane? So writing poem is a art. If you have that art, you can maximize the scores. Okay, if you don't have that art, don't even go to that area. The simplest intro is story, in my opinion. For 9 out of 10 UPS aspirants, stories will work. For excellently gifted writers, you can pick up other styles. Dialogue approach we have discussed, and last one is context based. Context based is scenarios. You can take a certain scenario, and in this scenario we have displayed humanity, like Kerala floods, Odisha train accident, and all these events are scenario based, right? It depends on practice, talent and creativity to choose which intro goes well in which topic. Okay, enduku, these are all old essays. You might have heard them 1 or 2 times, but in the real exam hall you will have 3 hours. So you will have 1 hour to write essay. Okay, 30 minutes to brainstorm, select the topic, put it in a structure, everything. Okay, then after writing that, you will have to start the same process and again write the second essay. In 3 hours back to back, you are thinking for 30 minutes, writing, thinking, writing. Some people will brainstorm 2 essays in the beginning itself. 45 minutes they will think, then they will come to write back to back. It depends on practice again. Okay, the thing is, maximum 55 minutes you will be writing, 5 minutes you will be cross checking, depending on your writing speed, depending on the ease of the topic. But the more difficult the philosophical topics, the more brainstorming you need. Okay, yes. So shall we do the last exercise before wrapping up? So one more exercise, one more difficult topic. Okay. అంటే ఆల్రెడీ హ్యుమానిటీ గురించి డిస్కస్ చేశారు కాబట్టి ఈ టాపిక్ బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది, రాసుకోండి. వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ నాట్ what humanity is. Values are not what humanity is, comma, but what humanity ought to be. OUGH2. What? But what humanity ought to be. OUGHT. Ought to be. Okay, values is not what humanity is, but what humanity ought to be. అంటే ఫస్ట్ తెలుగులో ఎవరైనా ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చెప్పండి, లేదా బయటకు చెప్పకండి, ఒక నిమిషం థింక్ ఇన్ తెలుగు ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యువర్ మదర్ టంగ్ ఈస్. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద కోట్? వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ నాట్ వాట్ హ్యుమానిటీ ఈజ్, వాట్ హ్యుమానిటీ ought to be. దాని సారాంశం ఏంటి? Values are not what humanity is, what humanity ought to be. Understood everybody? Yes. What is the essence? Who will tell me the essence? Let's give opportunity to someone. Okay, what we are supposed to be. Doing and saying. Is that the interpretation? Okay. Yes. Anyone else? Values are set of guidelines that we have to practice, but we are not practicing. Okay. Any other interpretation? What is values in Telugu, just for understanding sake? Viluvalu. Okay. Values are not what humanity is. విలువలు మానవత్వం కాదా? మానవత్వం అంటే విలువలు కాదు, విలువలే మానవత్వం. ఓకే. సో ఐఎమ్ స్క్రాచింగ్ మై హెడ్, రైట్? సో ఐఎమ్ unable to understand this topic. But what humanity ought to be. ఇక్కడ మానవత్వం వస్తుందా హ్యుమానిటీ అంటే? ఈ టాపిక్లో వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ నాట్ వాట్ హ్యుమానిటీ ఈజ్. హ్యుమానిటీ ఈజ్ ఈక్వేటెడ్ టు వాట్? వాల్యూ ఆర్ పర్సన్స్? ఎస్, మనిషికి ఉండవలసింది విలువలు. సెకండ్ లైన్ ఏముంది? బట్ వాట్ హ్యుమానిటీ ఆట్ టు బి. మనం చేసే పనులు మన కోసం కాదు, ఎదుటి వాళ్ళ కోసం. వీఆర్ నాట్ డూయింగ్ థింగ్స్ ఫర్ అవర్ సేక్, వీ షుడ్ బి డూయింగ్ ఫర్ అదర్స్ సేక్. వన్ మోర్ ఇంటర్ప్రిటేషన్. ఎస్, యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ ద డిఫికల్టీ, రైట్? ఇట్లా 4 టాపిక్స్ ఇస్తారు. అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ద worst ones you have to select the bad ones and then start writing, brainstorming. Then you have to write 1000 to 1200 words on the topic. So topics are never going to be straightforward. I started with a very simple topic, that is be the change you wish to see in the world. You cannot go wrong in the topic. But when these kind of questions come, if your interpretation is wrong, okay, you traveled towards the south to go to Delhi, okay, you will never reach Delhi. Yes or no? So the interpretation is the single biggest hurdle you will face. So again we will try to look at this topic. Values are not what humanity is. Okay, that means we have to reinterpret the topic. When I look at you, okay, I should not judge the humanity based on your actions. Okay, your actions do not define values. Okay, you may or may not have values. Okay, but what do values do? Values actually suggest how we are supposed to be. As she was mentioning, what is and what could be, that is the difference. Okay, what is, for example, let's say if I see some people drinking alcohol near a village, okay, can I judge those people? What is the value that they are displaying? That they are not having any work, they are drinking alcohol in the mid of the day or near a village or something. I will develop a bad opinion towards them. Okay, then what is humanity ought to be? Humanity ought to be is what? Humanity is supposed to be compassionate. First understand rather than judge. What did I do? I judged. What should I have been, what should be doing? Understand them, right? Why are they doing what they are doing? If I understand them, that is what humanity is. That is what values are supposed to teach us. Okay, if I judge them, that is what humanity is. Okay, so the world is what we see, not what it is. Yes or no? I see world from my perspective, but the world should be based on the what? Values. Okay, write one more last topic, we'll go for it. Best for an individual, best for an individual is not necessarily best for the society. Best for an individual is not necessarily best for the society. So as this is very first class, for you to understand scope and all those things will come later. So what did you write? Best for an individual need not be best for the society. Is this topic easier or is the earlier topic easier? This one is easier. Why? You interpreted it already. Okay, so tell me the interpretation. What is good for me is not good for the society. What is so confusing about it? Tell me 10 examples. What is good for you is not good for society. Can that happen? Okay. Best for an individual is not necessarily best for society. Interpretation very straightforward. Okay, try to tell me 3 examples. Let's see. Don't shout, like, don't say out loud. Try to think of 3 examples. Okay, 2 more. Hmm. Hmm. All illegal activities. Rituals. Why religious rituals? Like earlier sati. Okay. So did society teach you sati, or did you teach society sati? Society has taught you sati, right? Did you learn casteism, or were you born in a society where casteism is practiced? See, best for an individual need not be good for society. One of the points raised is sati. Okay, my question is, did I choose that sati is good for me, or was I a product of a society where sati is a practice? So who is to be blamed, individual or society? Don't you have a choice? Dowry, very nice thing, no? What is good for individual? Sorry? Okay, is good for individual. Okay. Environment versus growth versus environment. Individually it's good, but for society it is wrong. Okay. Corruption. Capitalism is good for individual or society. Good for corporates may not be good for society. Okay, fine. Establishing mining industries is good for okay, it is harmful for the society, but again isn't indirectly helping to pay taxes, adding value to the Indian economy? కానీ ఆ ట్యాక్స్లు ఉంటేనే కదా నరేగా, నేషనల్ ఫుడ్ సెక్యూరిటీ యాక్ట్ పే చేయగలుగుతున్నాం. Go back. I can afforestate elsewhere, no? ఆ ప్లేస్లో అయితే డ్యామేజ్ జరిగిపోయింది. ఓకే, వాట్ ఈస్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ఇండివిజువల్ మే నాట్ బి గుడ్ ఫర్ సేమ్ సొసైటీ. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఎస్, మైనింగ్ ఇన్ ఒడిస్సా మే బి బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ ఒడిస్సా బట్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ఇండియా. ఓకే, న్యూ. ఎస్, పబ్లిక్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్. ఓకే, nepotism, good for individual, need not be good for society. Hero worship is good for individuals but not good for society. Examples? See, he said, I know that Dr. Ambedkar has given this statement that hero worship is a wrong thing. I am asking you, contemporarily give an ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జామినర్కి చెప్పాలి కదా మనం. ప్రభాస్ ఫ్యాన్స్. Okay, some hero fans have beaten a fan. Why? What did he do? He just expressed his view that I did not like that movie. Okay. Individuals chestara. Okay, money launderings. All crimes are good for individuals, bad for society. But if you start writing money laundering, counter terrorism, cyber terrorism, what is the problem? You are writing one dimension. See, the lesson here is what? Dimension is crimes. No matter what the crime is, from bootlegging, that is selling illicit alcohol, all the way till selling nuclear weapons, everything is a crime. That is profitable for the individual, that is bad for the society. But you cannot write 10 examples for one dimension. One dimension is what? Crime. One dimension is social evil. Sati is a social evil, but it is not good for individual also, no? So we have to cite, for example, practice of casteism. Okay, I am a shopkeeper in my village. Okay, practicing casteism actually increases my profits. That is good for me, but what is happening to the society? Bad things are happening to the society. So one dimension, one example only. Then you have to move on to next dimension. What is the dimension here? She was saying growth versus nature. Okay, that is one dimension. So I cannot talk about Odisha, Himachal Pradesh, Western Ghats, 3 different examples. No, dimension is 1, but example can be 1. Then again, individually corruption, jumping signal, whatever you do at individual level is one example, one dimension, individual అయిపోయింది. Next, trading of cryptocurrency. Okay, mining of cryptocurrency is bad for the society. It increases carbon footprint, server load, etc. So is using chat GPT. See, using chat GPT doesn't come freely, right? Chat GPT consumes a lot of server power. Okay, every chat GPT query that we do is actually adding carbon footprint. Yes, see, few years ago there was a study which says every Google query, every time you ask something in Google, it uses enough electricity to light a light bulb. A 60-watt light bulb can be lit for 10 seconds using the same power, and the energy will be used for one Google search. Okay, I was told recently that chat GPT is 10 times more carbon efficient, carbon consuming than Google search. So good for you, chat GPT? Good for society also? Why? Regionalism during COVID times. Good for the country but bad for the society. Okay. Advertising? Promos. The person will make money. For example, Fair and Lovely. I think the name has changed now. I don't know, whatever it is. Okay. So that is good for whom? For the companies. For the person who is giving the ad. What is it promoting? How is it bad for the society? Adi kuda cheppali kada. Racism. It develops a inferiority complex among people with dark skin. It is creating a perception in the society that your skin color defines your lot of things, value, respect, how we are appreciated, etc., etc. Same way, think about something else. Can we write patriarchy? Patriarchy is good for individuals but very bad for society. Then you can move on to polity. Any examples from polity where good for individual is not good for society? Freebies, black money, okay, taking money for voting on the lines of casteism. Yes or no? Why will you vote? On the basis of your caste, religion, sometimes even gender. Yes or no? Women are weak, so I don't vote for women. Then what happens? Society will not have equality. Now think about something from, let's say, economy. What is good for individual? Not paying taxes is good for individual but bad for society. Then internal security, we have discussed money laundering and crimes, everything, right? Science and technology, good for individual, bad for society. Individual means nation here. Good for India, good for North Korea, may not be good for world. Okay, but think of individual example for science and tech. Manufacturing of medicines is good for fake medicines. Okay, koncham something better, no? Overusage of mobile, science and technology. Antimicrobial resistance, right? See, we have overused antibiotics. For me, it's good. Using antibiotics for me is good. But collectively, everybody started using antibiotics. What did that lead to? Antimicrobial resistance. So, what is good for individual may not be good for society as a whole. Okay. Next, environment. You can take the carrying capacity of hill stations, right? recently hill stations, Joshimath or Uttarakhand landslides and all these things, why did they happen? Everybody wanted to visit a hill station, everybody wanted to have a house, everybody constructed a tourist place. Outcome is collectively we have overburdened that particular area, so the carrying capacity has crossed. Okay, as he was mentioning, everybody prefers AC comfort. Okay, collectively what is happening? Global warming and sea level rise. Then see, if you are more advanced scientifically thinking, you can bring in climate change examples. For example, consumption of meat. Okay, again this is not about vegetarian and all those things. Basically, consumption of meat has higher carbon footprint. Okay, so because everybody consumes more meat, footprint is very high in USA, especially beef. Okay, the carbon footprint is off the roof. That means it will take thousands of liters of water and food to produce a cow. Okay, then you are eating it, the carbon footprint is off the charts. Okay, so that is good for individual but bad for planet. Then podu cultivation, shifting cultivation is okay. Weaking fake news. వినిపించలేదు, ఏదో చెప్పారు ఇంటెలెక్చువల్ సజెషన్. మూన్ లైటింగ్ ఈజ్ గుడ్ ఫర్ ఇండివిజువల్ బట్ బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ సొసైటీయా? బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ కంపెనీసా? బట్ బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ సొసైటీ కూడా కదా. ఇట్ రిఫ్లెక్ట్స్ ఎ కల్చర్ ఇన్ ద సొసైటీ. ఓకే, stubble burning, yes, definitely. Using 14-year-old diesel vehicle is good for the individual but bad for climate change. All these examples you can write. I hope you understood, right? What is good for individual may not be good for society. Now your homework is think an example where it is good for individual and also good for society. Can such scenario exist? Yes, think. Next class we will discuss. Okay, so I hope you got some perspective on what is philosophical essay, how to think about it. The problem is, end of the day, it's all about right examples. So to know whether you know right examples or not, what is the one thing you have to do? To write. RIGHT and WRITE, only these two things will make all the difference in the world. Okay, ఎస్సే చెప్పినప్పుడు ఏదో మంచిగా వెన్న పూసినట్టు ఉంటుంది అనమాట. నాకు తెలుసు దేర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ రాంగ్. ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడొస్తుంది? టు పుట్ పెన్ ఆన్ పేపర్. వెన్ ద రబ్బర్ మీట్స్ ద రోడ్, దట్ ఈస్ వెన్ ద ట్రూ ఎఫిషియన్సీ విల్ కమ్ అవుట్. నాన్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్. ఓకే, ఫైన్. I hope you understand. Yes, so మనం ఈరోజు 4 basic topics మాట్లాడడం. One only briefly mentioned, that is value 1. So try to write any essay, be the change you wish to see in the world or some other topic. If you can write more than 5 pages, you can always meet me for evaluation. I will be available in Amigos. Okay, free of charge, right? మళ్ళా సార్ ఏదో బిల్ ఏం లేదు. ఓకే, I will evaluate freely, but the only condition is write at least 5 pages. 3 పేజీలు రాసి ఇంతే వచ్చింది అంటే కాదు, ఆలోచించి బ్రెయిన్ వాడి రాయండి. యూ కెన్ కమ్ అండ్ మీట్ మీ అండ్ ఐ విల్ ఎవాల్యుయేట్ యువర్ కాపీ. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్, యూ కెన్ సబ్మిట్ ద ఎస్ఏ ఇన్ ద ఫ్రంట్ డెస్క్ సేయింగ్ కళ్యాణ్ సార్కి ఇవ్వండి అని చెప్పి దే విల్ గివ్. ఓకే, బట్ ద థింగ్ ఈజ్ రైట్. ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నాను ఇంత ధైర్యంగా? ద ఎర్లియర్ డే ఐ అనౌన్స్డ్ సేమ్ థింగ్ ఫర్ ఎథిక్స్. 400 members were in the classroom, 4 people wrote answers. Okay, so that is my trust. Okay, be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay, see you all in the next class. Thank you for attending.